Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will have the first possession of the game. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll try the run. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to pass, it's French. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Brings up second down.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Cobb. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They'll line up for a second down play. They keep attacking through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run. Not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all of his ability.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
That is an unbelievable play by the offense. Not only do you convert third down, not only do you convert third and long, but you get an explosive play that now sets you up on the opponent's goal line, first and goal. Wow.
And the Eagles have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in.
Gain of 1. Brings up third and goal.
They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The ninth play is third and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score Georgia Southern 7, Missouri 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Missouri's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school, 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick handoff. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Tackle is made at the 39. Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
It leads to second down.
Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Cook. This time on target.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And it's right down the boulevard.
That makes the score Georgia Southern 7, Missouri 3.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's French. Fires to the right. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
A first down for the offense. Running to the left. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Gets it out fast. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Missouri will snap it in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now on the counter. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Cook. They're trying to get to him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. It is perfect.
That makes the score Georgia Southern 7, Missouri 6.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burgess. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
This offense has a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's out! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The give out of the gun. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner goes down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
They're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
The Eagles will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's French. Pressure. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Brings up second down.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Burgess. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Good enough for a first down.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here's the handoff. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Second down.
Now 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Down at the 43-yard line. Third down coming up.
And the Eagles moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's French. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance. He's going to let it go. Reels it in down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And that is no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score. Missouri, 16.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That last completion has them set up, second and short. Back to pass, it's French. He finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas in the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. That's caught. It's White. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On second down, wants to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. He'll do it himself. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
They'll give it to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
Second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Cook. Release to the back. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Looking for the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. So a drive there of 85 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The Tigers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Take this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Runs through a tackle. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Motion from the offense. A jet sweep pass. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The incompletion brings up a second down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Third down coming up.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's French. Looking for his man. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? You get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones. And
lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
this defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Back to the air one more time. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, if I'm breaking on it, you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Running back, the home area. Gain of 2. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's French. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll line up to go for 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Getting some heat. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3.
Missouri, 31. Georgia Southern, 16.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's a lot to ask at this point. You need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions at minimum to win this football game. So we got to go. We got to take shots, find the matchups, and let's see what happens.
And the Eagles want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Second down coming up.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burgess. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. In the red area, it's White. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Using his legs, it's White. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gives it to the back on the draw. Tough sliding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Dropping back, it's French. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't quite find the end zone as they stop them on the two-point conversion and keep them from making this a one-possession game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now the play fake. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 8 in the end.
Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Missouri, 38. Georgia Southern, 21.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Coming after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. To throw, it's French. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
The give to the back. Smashes through. Push down for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.